It is Wednesday night. I have had way too little sleep and way too damn much coffee. And I think my chair is broken. Yep, pretty sure my chair is broken. But that's fine. Goes along with everything else broken in my life and psyche and mannerisms and way of thinking. This is Lycanthrokeith's Gaming Space, and Lycan's in the stream. Someone throw me a life preserver, please. And hello to you, Rick, and hello, Gilgamesh. Wow, there's a blast from the past. Very good to see you. Been quite a while. How is everybody? Like I mentioned, not a lot of sleep. I'm at that interesting point where the coffee has either kicked in fully or is starting to wane, and I can't quite tell which. I feel like a Coney Island roller coaster that needs maintenance, you know? But I will soldier on as best I can. And greetings, Misfit Kitten. Very good to see ya. Hope the day is greeting you well. But yeah, the day was actually spent going to two different hospitals in order to retrieve my mother's x-ray records, because originally they had told her that she had to be present, and even going from one room in the house to another at this point is a Herculean task for her. So we managed to finally get the right people and hit the right lock, and I don't know how we managed to do it, but Dad and I managed to pick up all of her x-rays on disc before her appointment next week, which is good because it means she can stop worrying about that, because she was aggravated and dismayed, but she is feeling much better. And I'm just about ready to start putting stuff up on eBay. So hopefully I can get some money in for TFCon. And might have a friend going with me, I don't know yet. And printer is still down, but I still have basically two things I can try with it. And after that, I'm out of fucking ideas. And I really hope I can get this bad boy working, because in addition to stuff that I was going to print out for myself, I wanted to... I finally figured out the formula to make a good-looking Energon cube, so I wanted to print some of those out and sell them on eBay. I was also thinking about making a whole bunch of the Energon goodies, the things that look like sticks of gum from the Transformers movie, and taping them to the back of my business cards, and then just go around TFCon holding them out like Ba Weep Grana Weep Ninny Bong. Promote two things at once. Still very excited about getting to meet Peter Cullen and Frank Welker. Trying to figure out what I want to have them sign. And I'm definitely hoping I can have some spare cash to burn for whatever convention exclusives they have there. Right now I got about $75 saved up, so that should cover parking for about 30 minutes. Oh, take plenty of pictures? I plan to. I plan to take pictures, take video. I mean, there's going to be a bunch of people cosplaying there. And yo, Scorn! How it be? How is you? Welcome, welcome. Okay, well, since I'm running on a lean mixture tonight, I think we should probably get started. While I still have the consciousness to do it. Also, you'll pardon me if I give off the occasional burp on the way around those. On the way around the hospitals, we stopped at Royal Farms because I needed to eat something and I needed coffee to stay awake. So I went to Royal Farms up here and had a bacon cheeseburger with lettuce and egg, and it was delicious. But it's rebelling a mite, so I'm a skosh bubbly currently. Recovering from con fatigue, but made lots of great memories and got merch. Very nice. I hope to be able to do the same. The lag doesn't seem as bad tonight for some reason. I wonder what burnt sacrifice I might have made to the gods of latency. Okay. I'm just going to take a moment here to arrange things. Oh, I need that up. Okay. All right. So let's see. Is that coming across? Okay, yeah, that looks about right. All right. Okay, we are recording. A little sip of agua here. I don't know where this was. I don't know where exactly this was bottled. I don't know if I can call it agua. Oh well. Okay. And let us go in 3, 2, 1. I'm filled with pride about the glide in my stride. Welcome everyone to Strider for the NES by Capcom, developed and produced by Capcom. This came out in 1989, shortly after the arcade version of Strider, but they were being developed at the same time. Now, there is a lot of contention people have between the NES version of Strider and the arcade version of Strider, probably best known for its excellent Genesis port. The general consensus is that the arcade version of Strider is what's actually supposed to be the actual Strider, and the NES version is the deviation. In truth, it's the other way around. Prior to either game being made, there was a manga called Strider Hiryu, and the events of the NES game closely mirror the Strider Hiryu manga. It was produced by a manga studio called Moto Kikaku. This was developed as a tie-in to that, and it's not the only time Capcom has taken that route. 4 other games that they've done, Destiny of an Emperor 1 and 2, Dynasty Warriors, and Warriors of Fate, were also based on Moto Kikaku titles, specifically the Tenchi Wu Kurao series. I think I pronounced that right. Maybe, kinda. But there's a lot of stuff to unpack about Strider NES versus Strider Arcade and relating back to the manga. But fortunately, I'm going to have a lot of game to talk about it. So, without further ado, let's go around the world in 80 blades. Okay, so I'm going to start the game up. Oh, no, I didn't hear that scream at all, Rick. I kind of figured you'd be multitasking tonight. Quite all right. Okay, so I'm going to let the intro go because it is about as close as we're going to get to a story connection to the manga. Though a few things will crop up during game. Nice touch with the cipher being the indicator. The Striders. They are the toughest group of people who execute acts such as infiltration, abduction, explosion, instigation, etc. Oh no, no, etc. That is Sheena. Why she uses a gun, I have no idea. Oh no, explosion! Kane. Gotta go, gotta go, gotta go, gotta go. And that is Hiryu, though he never actually wears the red mask in the game. It will become much more common later. Oh, gotta catch it, gotta catch it, gotta catch it! Oh, missed the bus, gonna miss the bus! Very interesting pixel starfall there. Ow, my forearm! And that is the intro. So we saw a few of the personalities here. So this is Strider at the Blue Dragon base. Hiryu, there is only one reason I asked you to come for, to correct my grammar. Kane was captured by the enemy. Since they once knew who he is, rescuing him is meaningless. I think they meant to say since they know who he once was. It's hard to say how much of this was localization error and how much of this was translation from the manga. Kill him. That's your mission. Thank you, Brian Setzer. Kill Kane. I'm not named Abel. I can't do it. I can't do it. The first thing is to find him. Well, he's not over here. Okay, so the only thing we can really do right now is transfer. And the only place we can go is Kazakh. Which I'm guessing is supposed to be an analog of what would become Kazakhstan. Harsh, Mr. Mohawk, yes. He wouldn't do that if it was headphone jack. Transfer. And the base springs a leak. Okay, so here we are at Kazakh, and this is where we're going to be spending a whole lot of time. So we have a few moves. That is our cipher. And we can also hold straight up, and this will kill enemies above us. We are supposed to be able to slide somehow, but it doesn't seem to work at the early part of the game. I don't know why. And we'll eventually have a bunch of tricks and data files and keys and things like that. So at the start of the game, according to the story, Hiryu had actually left the Striders because there's a translation error in the... Wow, I'm doing this just horribly here. There's actually a translation error in the manual. It says that he, on a mission, had killed the sister of a high-rank strider. That's not actually true. What happened was his sister, who was a A-rank strider. Kiryu is a super A-rank strider because he's just that freaking awesome. Had to kill her because something drove her insane. And afterwards he retired from the Striders and lived a solitary life in Mongolia, I believe. I definitely want to stick to the top here because there's a bunch of spikes down there and they are hard as hell to traverse. We're going to see a lot of very weird enemies and they'll occasionally just turn away from us. So a couple of things about the manga. First off, file number 1 acquired. Okay, we're going to get a lot of those, and they'll give us information. If you're interested in reading the manga, it has been translated to English, all 6 chapters of it, and it is not at all hard to find online. Just do a search for Strider manga, and you'll find it pretty easily. The one part that's difficult, though, there was a prequel written for it. Fuck you. That hurt me a little bit, but it was worth it for the visual. There was a prequel written for it that explained what happened to Hiryu and his sister. By the way, her name is Maria. She's never mentioned by name in the NES game. And I think she's only mentioned by name maybe once or twice in the manga. Section 1 here we can get in because we have the key for that. That one's a lot trickier to get your hands on. The only way I've actually ever seen it, the author of the manga is actually still on Twitter /X/ whatever the hell it's called this week, but he only lets people who are approved see it. So basically you have to make a follow request and hope he consents. I have made such a request, so I am hoping I can get it. And this is just generic commander here. Please wait. A cane is up there, and the commander has the key. You'll find it if you analyze this. Please let me go. Analyze. Old style floppy. This is taking place sometime in the future. I don't remember the exact year, but, you know, we are still using 5 1/4 floppy disks somehow. That was always interesting to me. I remember Journey to Silius doing the same thing with the, I think it was a 3 1/2, so they were slightly more advanced. Which cane is it? Juggernaut? Well, it said A cane. I don't know. The WWE wrestler, the guy who killed from the Bible who killed his brother. I don't know. He may or may not hit us with our own filth. We'll have to see. It's hard to avoid getting hit on those downward slopes. Oh, I love doing this. Right up the taint. Oops. And more flashing for no reason at all. Batgirl? I don't know DC Comics very well. I'm guessing her last name is Kane. Was it Carol, Kathy, Candy? So now we just go back and traverse this way, and hopefully we can stay up here. Yeah, see what I mean about the spikes? You can jump over those, but barely. The only one I was ever interested in was the one that was the vampire. Cassandra Cain, okay. Oh, and every once in a while these guys will slash with their swords. But most of the time they just run into you like a dope. Get used to seeing this first part of Kazakh, because we're going to be going through it a lot. In fact, Kazakh is the main point of... Whee! Kazakh is the main point of travel here. Okay, so we got a couple of disks to analyze. Select file to be analyzed. I didn't realize we were back in Deja Vu. I'm having Deja Vu. I'm Ryuzaki, a strider. I left my attack boots in China. Please find them. I'm not sure what part, if any, Ryuzaki had in the manga. Sadly, I found the manga, but I did not have time to read it before now. But he shows up a couple of times in the game, not in an active role, more in a support role. Vice Commander, it's me. This guy doesn't seem to have a name from what I was able to figure out, just generic Commander Schmuck number 4. I'll go to Egypt via Phantom Train. Don't lose the prisoner. Referring to Cain, I believe. Oh, I want to show you something real quick. Even though it has not been mentioned at all, for some reason we're able to go out back. Don't ask me why. We will eventually need to go there, but not for a good while. So one thing with the manual, it mentioned... Oh, I love this little squat when he's on the corner or something. Okay, well, any moment the train's going. And now he's kneeling down properly again. The manual, it mentions that the Strider specializes in smuggling, kidnapping, demolitions, disruption, etc. So a little different from what the opening cinematic says. Anyway, as far as the Phantom Train goes, there's not much on here that's a threat. Just take your time and don't be, don't be too foolhardy. And there'll be a boss at the end of the train for what it's worth, and here we are. This thing is really not a big deal. All you gotta do is get behind it and you're good. I probably could have done that better, because now I have barely any life. Yeah, you were at a tremendous life deficit for a long part of this game, but that will definitely help. Thank you, whatever the hell you are. Also in the manual it says one C-grade Strider is the equivalent of one well-trained team of the Special Corps. And that goes right through my head for some reason. I don't know who the Special Corps are supposed to be, and let's get some acceleration here, and we can clear the machines with failure. Okay, so we can't go this way yet. That leaves this path. And Egypt is going to require some tricky maneuvering, because if you're not careful, you can end up in a dead end and just be totally screwed. And speaking of the many glitches in this game, there are tons of places where the graphics kind of flood over to the top or the bottom, or just glitch out, like the guy in the doorway there. Feverishly looking for a way out, but still stalwartly patrolling nonetheless. He does kind of look like Lino, especially when he holds the cipher up. Strider cats, ho! Okay, so from here we want to go up. Okay, well that made up for the health I lost doing that cool maneuver. Okay, and here's where we have the technique that I hate a lot. It's called the triangle jump, and it doesn't help that you kind of clip through the wall here. The idea is you hit the, you try to hit the wall here and then bounce off the other way. And I don't have the jump trick yet, so I have to hit it like this. This is going to be a while, folks. I'm trying to speed it up. Yeah, see there, this is not as solid as it should be. There we are. Now I just have to avoid getting knocked off. One thing that makes this annoying, for those who have seen the arcade game and how smooth the jumping and the gymnastics are, yeah, you can tell it is nothing like that here. Things are, oh, now all of a sudden I can slide. Okay, then. It is absolutely nothing like that here. And this is where I need to make a accelerated jump to get over the spikes. There we go. And down here, we get aqua boots. There are going to be 3 different types of boots. We don't have to actually switch between them. They'll just automatically be equipped. But what the aqua boots do, and I fucked up, what the aqua boots do is allow us to walk on the top of water, as opposed to sinking down in it and, like any other video game hero, slowly losing health. Alright, so I am going to have to backtrack a little, but that's okay. I normally expect that in Egypt to have to do that. Oh, that's right, no key 2. Yeah, eventually you do get a trick that allows you to jump higher, but until then you have to make use of the ramps to do accelerated jumps, rather. Asshole. Give me some health. You're not going to do it, are you? God damn it. And I hate this thing. Yeah, that thing will just kill you just deader than Dillinger if you're not careful. Oh, I got health out of that. Perfect. So let's see. A couple other things from the manual. It mentions Hiryu eliminating the sister of a manned A-grade Strider, like I mentioned before, but that was not true, and why'd that explode twice? And also, Hiryu Dad no choice but to return. Interesting little typo there. There are a couple of those like that in the manual. Okay. And we're going to run into a couple of bizarre enemies here. These guys have harpoons. I'm not going to give them a chance to shoot at me. And if this enemy has a name, I have no idea what it is. This is really all it does. It just moves back. No. It just moves back and forth and then shoots that completely ineffective spread shot. But if you can get behind it like that, it's shark weak to the cipher. And here's the triangle jump I absolutely fucking hate. This thing is... I have never managed to do that. Never. I have never managed to get that in one shot. I am so glad I'm recording. I am recording, aren't I? Okay, yeah. I leveled up by kicking a guy in the head. Why do striders have to disturb us? Oh, okay. I'll give this to you. Please don't kill me. Please don't kill me. It's like saying it deadpan like Stephen Wright. Please don't kill me. And what we get is key number 2. And we stand on it. Okay, so now, this was an exit all the while. And we have that other, door that will open with key 2. So we can get something else while we're here. But it does involve some backtracking. Normally we'd use this to just get the hell out of the level. But, I think there's another thing we can get with that key. I love doing that little squat when he shoots the gun off there, because it looks like it looks like it's going right through my head. Like, I'm so manly, I can tank rifle fire with my face. There was another route in here, I thought. Oh, no. It's in another place. I got this confused with a later stage. But at least I realized it before things got too far out of hand. Okay, so let's take the twister here again. You get here, you want to slip and slide. Yay! Okay. So let's see. I don't think we have anything new to analyze. Nope. So now, with key 2, head back to Kazakh. Something I forgot to mention about the NES box art for this game. 2 interesting things. Number 1, the same person who did the box art for the NES Strider game also did the box art for the Tengen version of Tetris. And the thing they have in common are the, I forget what the hell they're called, the onion domes, where the hell is it? Of St. Basil's Cathedral, Red Square in Moscow. It's also highly suspected that the forces here are Soviet Union forces for a couple of reasons. One, they have a red star on their uniforms, or at least the guy. Yeah, no spikes. The guy on the front has a red star on his uniform, and he's wielding an AK-47. By the same token, here you has, with the way he's swinging the cipher and the expression he has on his face, he kind of looks like the cipher is going to cut this guy's dick off, and I really don't want to do it, but it's too late. It's emotion. I'll have to remember to put the box art right here when this goes up on as a single video later, so you can see what I mean. What the hell was I thinking there? As you can see, sometimes they have the swords crossed up high, or held up high. Clipping on the platforms does get kind of obnoxious in this game sometimes. I think I mentioned that. There's a lot I have to say about this, and I have a whole bunch of notes written down. It's just a matter of when I can actually find the time to look away. There we go. Why it says police, I have no idea, unless this is supposed to be like KGB or something. Oh, and hidden thing. They're around. Okay, and we're going to have a mini-boss right here. So, you are here, you. Let me see Strider's power. Now, there's actually some conjecture as to who this guy is. According to the Strider wiki, this guy's name is Kodiak. And this is all he does. That's it. Really effective. But in the manual, there's a character named Kodiak, but it looks kind of like a midget with Wolverine claws. Kane. Kane, wake up. No response. I guess I have to bring him back to the base. But first, file number 3 acquired. Yeah, I got shareware doom. And this time it just sends me right back. Sometimes it'll do that. Something awful is happening. Something awful? Low taxes site? The Zane project should be interrupted. Oh yeah, great idea. Return the guy they told you to kill. Yeah. I don't know why he's there. Well, he is there. It gets very convoluted. The chief in Japan might know something helpful. So, a bit of a quick background about Kodiak. There was not a Kodiak in the actual manga, but he shares similarities with a character that showed up only in the manga. When he said, "Let me see Strider's power," there was a character who had a small force under his command. Hiryu and one of the other Striders bum-rushed him and killed the entire force. He waited for them in his command center, and then stood up, held a knife in his hand, and said, "I want to see Strider's power." And the next thing he knew, he had a cipher right through the gut, and he was dead. So completely ineffective. And that character's name, by the way, Commander Keith. Yes, Commander Keith. I had a character in the manga named after me, and he didn't exactly cover himself in glory. He did cover himself in gory. Under orders of the Vice Director, we can't let you pass here. We shall kill anyone who comes close. Presumably I am close? Yeah, I'm close. This is Dragon Fiend. And as you can see, he's got the swing and he's got the plasma blade, but he goes down very quickly. Also, amusingly enough, in the manual, his name is misspelled as Dragon Friend. Yes. And we have bats. These things really aren't too bad, because each of them are only going to go so far across the screen. And Scientist. I'll fix your cipher so that you can shoot plasma. I got news for you. You didn't need to do that. I can shoot plasma just fine on my own. So now we have level 1, Level 2. Okay, I didn't remember if there was a level 3 or not. And we can also jump and shoot the plasma arrow. And sometimes it just repositions you after you beat somebody. I don't know why. Okay, so this is a character from the manga. His name is Kuramoto. You've gotten stronger, Hiryu. Take this with you. File 4. Kuramoto, when they said the chief in Japan, he actually is the chief of the Striders. He is very old, and because of something I can't say just yet, his powers... Well, nice triangle jump I made. His powers have all but faded away. And he is being locked in his own home in order to keep him under lock and key, or watchful eye. And there is Kuramoto. Hiryu. Zane is a dreadful weapon created by the Syndicate. Now, in the NES game, they're called the Syndicate. In the manga, they're called Enterprise. But it's the same thing, same goal in both cases. It penetrates into your mind and makes you crazy. It gives you dance fever. Hurry, there is one in China. Ha ha ha, here are you. You'll be sent to your grave by me, Mr. Kane. Oh, now it's Mr. Kane. Die. So Kane's gonna come at me in a moment there, but as you can see, one plasma arrow will take him down. Same. My sister was the same way when she lost her mind. The sister, again, her name is Maria, and in the additional chapter, which was a prequel to the original manga, they showed what happened to her. Zane, I'll destroy you to the last circuit. Sami Zayn? Sheena, please take care of Kane. Who apparently isn't dead after what I just did. Okay, so, let's see, from here, I'm trying to remember if I need to go back to Kazakh or if I should go to China. I think I need to go to China. I'll check something when I land. Okay. Yeah, I don't have the next key, so yeah. I want to be here, because I think I can get the next key here in China. Okay, so I got one way I can go, basically. And that ain't it. So I guess the other way I can go is to leap the hell off this building. Luckily, ninja are shockproof. Shockproof, I should say. I'm probably best using a plasma arrow to get rid of this thing. I don't know what causes it to do anything, if anything. It's one of those things that looks too interesting for its own good. Like, you know, we built this thing to look impressive, not we build it for show, not go. How does no one notice all this machinery and a bunch of robots around? I'm presuming they're paid to look the other way. Either that or they're, everybody's a A-plus technician. Yeah, those spike balls can be a little hard to dodge, but you know, you figure a way around them and you're good. So while I'm here, a little bit of talk about how much Hiryu gets around. He has been featured in a whole lot of different Capcom games. The most notable being the Marvel vs. Capcom series. Magnet Boots acquired. Yeah, there is a section beyond where we got that first... we got something in a section, but there's a wall that we can't get over unless we have those. Did you go to my room? Mr. Scientist, are you coming on to me? Because that's not in... You know, that's not in a strider's job description. I don't stride that way, sir. The key number 4 should be a Cossack. Okay. Maybe I did go in the wrong order. And of course the scientist has to return before I can go anywhere. Okay, that was dumb. This is why I'm glad we have Rewind. And it is hard as hell not to get hit by that thing. Okay, no hopping brain in the jar. I'm not going to put up with that. Yeah, fuck you, Krang. I do like pop-up turrets in video games. Just something about them. But anyway, yeah, Hiryu's most notable appearances have been in the Marvel vs. Capcom series. Let's see, he has been in number 1, number 2, the Ultimate version of number 3, and Marvel vs. Capcom Infinite. He was going to be in a Capcom Fighting All-Stars, but that was canceled. He's shown up in Namco X Capcom Project X Zone 2. And he was in the background of Street Fighter Alpha 2, of Ken's stage at Eliza's birthday party. He apparently had a teddy bear in his hand, and he tossed the teddy bear or slashed the teddy bear or something when someone hit a super near him. Something like that. There were a couple also spiritual sequels to the Strider arcade game. Not to the NES game. This was a one and done. First off, well, there was a non-canon, actually, called Strider Returns. Capcom had absolutely nothing to do with it other than licensing the name. It was put out by US Gold, and it was pretty critically panned. There was a Strider 2, which was put out by Capcom in the arcade and on the original PlayStation. And that was in... when was that? That was in some time. I can't find it on my notes at the moment. 1998, I think. Get the fucking... God damn it, here are you. You can do like explosion and intimidation and preparation H and whatever the fuck else, but you can't seem to jump for a shit. Yeah, I think that was 1998. Chris, buddy, sup? Great to see you, dude. Yes, if you're referring to Strider Returns, yes. That's pretty universally agreed. Strider 2, I don't really know what people thought of that, but that was actually a canon game. That was 1998, I think, like I said. Then there was one for the PS3, PS4, and Windows in 2014, just called Strider. And as you can see with the magnet boots, we can head up this way. I do have to keep holding left when I move. Like if I hold turn right, I go back down. If I press down, I squat. And if I jump, I lose all my progress. Let's see. Yeah, the quick thing with Strider Returns, like I said, it was distributed by US Gold. It was actually programmed by a company called Tiertex, who handled the home ports for the computer versions of the original Strider. Hey, hidden health, I love it. Give me the thing. The slide is very wonky to do with any reliability. Wait a minute, which boots do I have? Oh, that's right, I have the magnet boots. I thought there's another set of boots called the attack boots, which allow you to do damage if you hit somebody while sliding. Key number 4, yay. I mistakenly thought I had those. Okay, this is S2. This is S2. Oh, this leads back to where the false Kodiak is. Or Commander Keith, as he probably actually is. Yeah, you can see it kind of futs my way through there. So take a shortcut. There were a couple, like I mentioned, spiritual sequels to Strider. One was pretty well known. It was the 1993 Super NES game Run Saber. And there were a few things that Strider had in common with that asshole. First off, though this is probably a coincidence, they shared a character name because there was a male character and a female character in Run Saber. The male was named Alan, and the female was named Sheena. So and as you see, we've already had a Sheena in this game. There's the general movement and such with the cipher-like swords and climbing on the ceilings and things like that. But another thing is the art for the game. Not for the game itself, but for the box art. The art for the game, Run Saber, and the original art done for Strider, of Strider Hiryu himself, the promotional art, were both done by a very famous fantasy artist, Julie Bell. And if you're not familiar with Julie Bell, she's a very, very famous contemporary fantasy and sci-fi artist. And she also collaborates with her husband, the one and only Boris Vallejo. The second is a game... I don't think I had anything else to analyze, did I? It's hard trying to remember... Okay, yeah, I did Disc 4 already, so yeah, we're going to go back to China. I said we're going to go back to China. The other was a game called Osman in the U.S. In Japan, it was known as Cannon Dancer. And it was very much Strider with a different coat of paint. But it had all of the Strider characteristics, a character that moved very much like him, had the same kind of acrobatics, big honking enemies, sometimes to an unfair degree. It was also created by the director of the original Strider arcade game, Koichi Yatsui. Okay, and now they're jumping. What the hell? I didn't know this can do that. I don't know if the other ones could jump or if I just was far enough away they never had a chance. And this thing is pretty annoying. It's not lethal, fortunately, but it ain't gonna feel good either if we get hit. I just want to see some... Okay, somewhere along the line we've gotten tricks. I don't know exactly how you earn the different tricks. I think it's maybe by level. But here's what they do. Fire shoots a small fireball forward. Medical heals you. Spark sends a spark ball moving along the ground. And jump allows you to jump vertically higher. But if you combine jump with an accelerated jump on a platform, damn, you know, you can move. I'm not going to accept that. Those aren't for kids. Silly Strider. Oh. Okay, now is where we meet a brand new enemy. This is Badger, and he don't care. But the thing is, he mimics your movements to a certain extent. So you can actually get him to do kind of a pattern like this. Get behind him and around the shield. If you're not screwing it up like I am. You got to be careful because if you don't watch yourself, he will stab you with that sword, and that thing fucking hurts. Problem is I can't slide with any degree of consistency. So that makes using that trick on Badger kind of hard. Ugh. Almost got a fatal flat top. And I am standing in sewage. But when it comes between sewage and getting a knife in the mush, yeah, you know what? I'll take a little Strider sepsis. Okay, now this part gets a little tricky. Because if I remember right, there are actually two things to do down here, and they involve going completely different ways. Yeah, that's a obstacle you have to be very careful to get over with the jump. And these elevator platforms are just going to keep coming infinitely. And I can destroy these if I want, but there's really not much of a need. And I cannot fire through walls, but I can do that. Just poke it. Okay, so now we got a very annoying drop here. Blind spike fall. Ain't that just a pickled peach? That is one of the meaner tricks that Strider pulls on you. And then there's this thing which has just a ridiculous-ass hitbox. But fortunately, I can pull some sparks of my own. Epilepsy. Okay, so I want to take the trick off here. And this is going to be the first of the Zane units, which look kind of Ninja Gaiden Jakyo-like. So they consist of two things. First is that floating box that fires at us. And then there's the tree itself, which will shoot some bomb projectiles. You can either just jump and stab at it or swing the cipher. But job number one is make sure you don't get hit by the projectiles. Bang, bang, bang. And we get key number 3 after key number 4. But before we get key lime pie. And free warp back to the base, and Sheena, who you'll notice does not have red hair like she did in the intro movie. Here are you, Kane escaped when I took my eyes off of him? The punctuation is very odd there. His Infernal Majesty? He seemed to be in his right mind, but his wound is not healed. Okay, see ya. Okay, now I will need to go back to Kazakh in a moment, but first I'm going to head back to China and take that other route to get the last thing there. And hello, Joseph! How are you doing, sir? Man, this is great. Ton of people here tonight. I love it. And, okay, now he's, I was about to make a joke about the blue dragon jizzing out Hiryu, but he actually pissed it out. Well, Chris, in this case, not only was there a localization thing, which causes the usual English difficulty, but also this was, I mentioned this at the start, people thought for a long time that this was a deviation from the arcade version. This was actually closer to the original source because there was a manga about Strider that was released prior to the game. Okay, easy. You're just here so you don't get fined? I didn't realize I was levying penalties on you for not showing up. Since you mention it. Stride. Ah, shit. I looked over to see who was in the chat. Fair Trivian. Hello. Welcome into the chat. Good to see you. Always a pleasure to have more folks in. Is this your first time in the chat, or have you been here before? I thought I was a little close there. I gotta get a lot quicker on the draw with that slide. I just miss every opportunity to hit him. And he's not gonna give me a chance because, you know... Ow! Badger don't care. I have a few times when before I get the chance. Okay. Always good to see you when you... Ouch! Always good to see you when you have the chance to watch me get, you know... run through. I'm happy to have as many people witness that as possible. And here we go with another frickin' spike wall. Why bother having, you know, people here at all? Just, you know, run 7 spike walls in every room. This really does get annoying. Had to take a bit of a nap. Had to be at work for a rollout at 4 a.m. Oh, joy. I don't miss those days. Okay, if I'm not mistaken, I think this is where I need to go. Yes. Attack boots acquired. Okay, so now when I slide, I can cause damage to enemies and kill some of the minor ones. Such as that. If I can get the slide going with any, as I mentioned before, with any degree of consistency. And what in the hell is happening up there? Stab it. Stab it. Fix it. It's like Christmas glitch. And it ends right before the level end. No, it doesn't. The very bizarre version of the Northern Lights there. Okay, so yeah, now we're gonna head back to Kazakh. By the way, the extra part of the manga, the prequel, I should mention, is called Strider Hiryu Gaiden. That's the one that has the death of Maria in it. And like I said, good luck finding it. The holder of the manga has a Twitter account, but you just have to hope he approves you. Minor reality breakdown. Please ignore it and drink to forget. Nothing to see here. Oh, he swung his sword in midair. Wow. They're learning. Unlike me. God damn it. I'm losing my stride. Between the two versions that most people are familiar with, being the arcade version that was basically perfectly replicated on Genesis, and this version on the NES, I far preferred the version on the NES. I had a lot of trouble with the arcade version. Kind of the same thing happened with that happens with Sonic the Hedgehog games. A lot of times it started going too fast and I lost track of what was happening. Oh, how come your shit goes through walls and mine doesn't? Hoping for hidden power pills. Oh, I don't think that should have counted. I also do like the different sound the Cypher makes when it hits something solid. Nice little touch, that. The Cypher itself is pretty badass. It's like a tonfa sword. Ow. Okay, that just sucked. That sucked too. I don't remember if there's anything over here or not. Okay, I remember. If I can manage to make that jump, which I could do with the jump trick, there's a room down there where I can get some power-ups, which actually I kind of need. There we go. There's a bunch of power-ups hidden in here. Okay, that I don't want, because that's a health reducer. You know, you see a skull or Mr. Yuck on there or anything like that. You know, any growing strider knows, don't eat that. And glitch enemy. Okay, I don't want to go that way because it's going to take me back up. Oh, you son of a bitch. I'm going to have to get hurt by... Well, shut my mouth. No. I don't care if it's just 1 point. You're not doing that. And Ripley in the power loader there. Nice of them to properly label it. Yes, exactly. Yes, always label your poison properly. Okay, and as you see, the box module on this thing is getting faster. But it fires at about the same place, so not a humongous threat. Neither are the trees. They actually consider these some kind of demon trees. In fact, they actually make reference later to Yggdrasil, the world tree from Norse mythology. And we got File 5, and we'll be warping out of here in a moment. It did murder the bitrate. Select file to be analyzed. We just got File 5, so let's see what it says. Matic. Commander-in-Chief Mr. Fascius Clay. We, the Strider Matic unit, will protect the Zane in Africa. We'll bless the Zane down in Africa. Okay, so basically what's just happened here, this gives us confirmation that the evil trees that are driving people insane are being protected by the Striders, and Matic has basically mutinied and taken over the Striders from the actual Chief Kuramoto. And that's why Kuramoto is stuck in his own home in Japan under guard. Or he was. Okay, but now we know where we need to go. I'll set my keyboard aside. I don't need it at the moment. Okay, so Africa is luckily fairly linear. And we just have to wait for these crocodiles to, or alligators, or whatever the fuck they are, to duck back down. Luckily, we don't have to do any Pitfall Harry kind of shenanigans on them. And then we have white tribesmen hanging in the trees. You draw your own conclusions. I ain't even gonna touch that one. Wow, I made some major slowdown happen there. And it's always the frickin' birds in the NES games. These things have a couple of tricks to them, but at this point they really just kind of sit down there and just whirl around and do something. What that is, I have no idea. But in any case, they're really no threat to you. Oh, thank you. And that nest is going to fall out from under us, so we just have to be able to be ready to jump. How did you fly right through my goddamn sword? I let go of the plasma charge before I fired it. And still no idea what they do. I've seen on different areas where they'll either extend that blade out, almost like a drill, or they'll jump and try to nail you. Oh, fuck you. No, you know what? I'm not wasting my jump on that. I don't know how the hell that happened. I clipped right through the frickin'... I clipped right through the damn thing. Okay, screw it. We have a couple of new things, by the way. Warp lets us warp back to the Blue Dragon base at any time. I don't know what ground does. I totally forgot about that one. If it does what I think it does, it might be worth checking that when there are some enemies on the screen, because it might be a screen clear. Oh, you steel-belted bitch. Yeah, Strider is very famous for its glitchiness, and there was a very small team that worked on this, which probably explains it. It's one of those games that I think was, I guess the best way to describe it is very ambitious for what it was trying to do and the system it was trying to do it on. Sorry, you must die. The frame rate commands it. Well, that trick looks neat and all, but I gotta stop doing it. It is murdering me. But yeah, some jumps are very hair trigger as a result. Oh god. This fucking thing. Medical me. And I got 27 back. Let's fight Spark with fire this time. That one heals 20 points, and we're going to get another one later on that heals a lot more. Okay, I'm feeling a lot better. Now that goddamn thing is gone. And there's another one. Holy shit. Why me? Why the fuck me? Okay, I think Spark is faster, so I might be better served doing that. Spark is much faster. Plus, I don't have to be on an even plane with those things to... God damn it! Yeah, that's the one good thing. If you can get around the initial 2 sparks, it takes a long time for that thing to wind up again. I was like, do not tell me that's a leap of faith jump. You can go fuck all of yourselves. Not you all. It. Referring to the game. And another Zane. Another day, another Zane. Plasma arrow will definitely help here with the attack box getting faster. Oh, that's interesting. The shots will just go right off screen, but I don't know if I can hit it from here either. No. No, I can't hit with the plasma arrow. That was interesting, though. That would have been nice if I could just stay over there. File 6 acquire. We got our last disc. So, as I get ready to warp back to Blue Dragon here. Okay, so let's go ahead and analyze this. File 6 analyzed. I'm Facius Clay. You gotta love, like, the white streaks in the hair and that epic mustache. That, seriously, that thing looks like he glued a batarang onto his upper lip. I have an appointment with Maddock in Los Angeles. Take care of things when I'm gone. I think it probably would be... is supposed to say while I'm gone. Because otherwise, yeah, we got some Final Destination shit going on here. Oh, one thing here. Sheena! Sheena! Where did she go? That is a power stash, yes. You could probably... It reminds me of those antennas that are on the back of old school limousines that they use to pick up TV signals. No, I think it was Crocodile Dundee too. He ripped one off and used it as a boomerang. Los Angeles. Los Angeles is going to be a pretty short area. So a couple of things from the manga about Fascius Clay. He does show up there. He is the head of the syndicate slash enterprise. And look how fast those things are going now. As if they needed to suck anymore. He's one of the people who mentions Yggdrasil fairly early on. And his big thing, he believes that humanity is, by its very nature, imperfect. So he wants to try to basically modify the imperfection away. Pretty much he's playing God. And he's very arrogant about it, and whoever this guy is supposed to be, Kodiak or whoever, I'm fairly sure he's not Kodiak, because if the manual is anything to go on, we're going to see Kodiak fairly shortly. Oh, and some underground caves. And that's who I think Kodiak actually is, because it was in the manual depicted as a hunched-over midget with knife hands. And Sheena, here are you. Please defeat Matic. Get revenge for me. And she dies sitting up and leaning. They do have a sprite for Hiryu when he dies. It's just, it goes from whatever position he's in to just falling flat on his side. But it's kind of surprising they couldn't make another one for Sheena if they went ahead and made that. But what the hell, we're gonna... Might as well avenge Sheena. Please revenge me. Oh, Sheena. And as I said, fairly short area, and that is Fascist Clay in the beanbag chair. I'm dead, I think, maybe? Ha, you fools. This tempered glass can't be broken by human power. You should have sided with me as Matic did. Unbreakable tempered glass, huh? Notice the little X there. Yeah, all you have to do is just whack it about 20 times. That can't be true, you monster! I don't actually have to slash Fascist Clay to do that, but it's just fun. So yeah, at this point, we have everything that we need to go to the final part, I believe. Or do we? Oh, no, wait, that's right. We do have to go to Australia at this point. I kept forgetting Australia. Eventually it was going to show up, mate. By the way, one other thing about Strider Returns, and after that, I swear to God, we'll stop talking about it. It originally wasn't meant to be a Strider game, which probably explains why it turned out so screwy. The original title of it was TOR, Transforming Overland Robot. And as soon as they got the license from Capcom to make it a Strider game, yeah, it got that second coat of paint. Up, down, left, right. Oh no, I'm sorry, that would just be up, up, down, down. Sorry, Xavier Woods. Ow. Now, here's the amusing thing about Australia. We just went across the entire damned ocean and went back to Africa. Now, here's the interesting thing, because I don't remember exactly where to go. Oh, hi there, Ryosuke. Go after Matic. It's all his scheme. Ryosuke, I believe, is... That may or may not be Ryosuke, come to think of it. I know he shows up in at least one other place. Cobra Commander. He does kind of look like Cobra Commander, doesn't he? It's all his scheme. Okay, and I've just royally fucked up. Yeah, Strider NES gives you a lot of one-way paths, and you often don't know that it's the wrong path until you've already taken it. Stupid! Randy Orton? Is that you? It doesn't do any good to destroy Zane's terminals as long as there exists the main tree. Also, who the hell said that? Oh god, Badger. Badger. And now I got even closer quarters to fight him in, so this is not going to be fun. Okay, but fortunately he goes down pretty quick. There were a lot of badgers. I actually found out, by the way, that a group of badgers is called a clan. So yeah, we have a whole clan of badgers here. A lot of the bosses, as you'll see, repeat themselves. Take, for example, Dragon Fiend friend here. I mean, I could almost buy Badger being here, but Dragon Fiend, you're really off theme. And guess what? Another fucking tree. Oh, this one fired a little closer to me. And the easiest trees to chop down in the entire world. Oh, by the way, in the Strider arcade game, most people know this, the main enemy was called Grandmaster Mayo. And Matic and all these people are nowhere to be found. Hear you, I tried to catch Matic, but I failed. I love how you just have the portraits of these people, you know, instead of them actually talking to you, so it's like they left a message. I guess he left a message as he was dying, I don't know. Hurry, hear you, he is at the Red Dragon. Sorry, I stuttered on the wrong part. Emphasis was on the wrong syllable. And at this point, we can't go anywhere other than the Red Dragon. So hopefully we got everything, and we actually have. But the Red Dragon is going to be fairly lengthy, so I think it's best saved for next time. So, take care of yourselves, and always remember, chaos is assured in this game. In fact, it's practically automatic. So take care. Until we game again. Cut. Alright, I'm going to lay down a save state real quick. Just in case. Oh, I don't actually have to turn the volume off. Depends on what I'm doing. Sometimes I do, sometimes I don't. But yeah, I was not sure how much else I was going to do beyond doing Strider tonight, so I think we'll take the intermission now. We'll see how long the Red Dragon base lasts and also how long I feel I'm going to last. And we'll judge it from there. So everybody take a 20-ish. You know, smoke them if you got them, do what you got to do. And I will see you shortly. And welcome back, everyone. So yeah, like I said, I'm going to see how long this last part of Strider goes. I'm going to be finishing the game tonight. I'm just going to tell you that right now. And then I'll see if anything else will happen. My energy is decent. I just had a few sticks of Pocky, so hopefully that'll help. Or my heart will explode, one of the two. Okay. So let's see. Let me just get everything back to where I want it. Okay, there we go. Alright. And 3, 2, 1. Have Cypher, will disrupt. Welcome back to Strider for the NES. And at long last, we have reached the final level of the game, the Red Dragon Base. So we've been chasing this dragon all game long. Time we catch it. Splooge. I now have to wonder whether that's going to be after the 1 minute time limit or not. Oh, I can actually work back from there. Oh, now the whole world's red. Wow, in the time it took me to do that, the entire world bled out. Okay. For real this time. Whee! A lot of people end up using a jump trick on here. You can actually get this with an accelerated jump, I think. Screw it. Oh, okay, so we now have the higher levels of medical, and also, I think that's Spark Ball. I'm going to either have to just use them here or experiment off camera and to figure out what those things are and... Oh, not what I meant to do. Okay, so apparently you can kill what I think are the Kodiaks by ducking and swinging. And then we have this always fun part. You'll notice our health meter is pretty huge at this point, after all the level ups. Still not going to be big enough. And we just need to keep moving through here. Not so fast that we completely lose track of what we're doing. There we go. And we want the tube on the right, because the left tube will take us back a fair ways. Here you've done well so far. But you can't defeat me, Matic. Matic, the Vice Director of the Striders. Ha ha ha. Not pictured anywhere. Matic, the Vice Director of the Striders. Hello. What the fuck was that? It was like a eggplant dog. Okay, and this is the one of the big bosses of the level. This is Flashblade. Thing is, you have to hit him when he is in mid-jump. And we're going to start this all over because I am screwing it up something fierce. Okay, now if you successfully hit him in mid-jump, he's going to do that. He is invincible when he is spinning around as a tornado. And if you manage to hit him and get him spinning, he won't do any damage to you. Now if he hits you when he's a tornado, he definitely will. Basically the idea is when he's jumping, he holds the swords to the side, and that's when he drops his guard. So Flashblade is really at his most dangerous here, but if your timing is off trying to get him in midair, then he will happily put a hurting on you. He'll also stick fairly close to you, which does give you a lot of chances to hit him, but also gives him a lot of chance to drain energy from you. Scientist! Matic is in the room over there. However, we can't open this unless we destroy 2 systems somewhere. Just somewhere. Anywhere. He's just taunting you over the intercom. Bump. Attention all product specialists. Strider, hear you. Yeah. So we got 2 systems somewhere. Nothing more specialized information other than somewhere. So, I am going the right direction here. From this room, you can reach the 2 systems. One of them is above here, one of them is below. I'm going to do the one for below first. Oh, hey there, Ryosuke, I keep forgetting what your name is. Aim at the cipher I left and fall straight down. Yeah, this is actually fairly important. Because, we're going to see what he meant in a moment. So you see the cipher hanging in midair there? Fall straight down. That's how you avoid the massive bed of spikes every freaking where. Okay, now boss rush. Dragon Fiend friend. Depending on how he feels that day. Shark thing, and holy shit, it jumps out of the water now. Okay, Shark is no longer weak. Shark is all damned month. Okay, so we got a very long stretch of wall here to climb. And there's going to be several of the twisty forks, this time doing their extendo claw bit. But not really anything of any significance. Oh, by the way, I'm holding up right now. So, you know, just trotting in place. So one other thing that a lot of people noticed fairly early on about Strider when it hit the Genesis, Strider in the arcades was a Capcom-produced game, but on the Genesis, it was produced by Sega. And the same went for several other of Capcom's big hits that were early Genesis games. Specifically, Forgotten Worlds, Ghouls and Ghosts, and one of my favorite games that I have extolled upon about endlessly, Mercs. The main tree, Yggdrasil, is a demon's weapon. Watch out here, you. Yeah, there's a bizarre translation of Yggdrasil. I think that's how it's pronounced. Oh, and this, by the way, is the first of the systems. Watch as it does absolutely goddamn nothing. Seriously, we could destroy it by just doing that. It will not do a damn thing. But, yeah. Thank you. Yeah, misspell it more if you want. Let me jump. But initially, I thought that had something to do with Nintendo's policies, specifically forbidding any third-party companies to reduce a NES or produce an NES game within, I think, 2 years on a competitor system. Basically, Nintendo would have an exclusive right to it for the first 2 years of its existence. Oh no, I fucked up. Okay, I don't know what the hell I jumped off of there. Okay, I'm screwing up badly here. So I thought initially that Capcom and others were doing that to get some heat off them versus Nintendo. It's like, hey, well, you know, we're not doing it, Sega's doing it. Okay, I fucked this all the hell up. Nah, get up there. Progress. But it turns out, actually, it's just the way Sega liked to handle things early on. Handling all the conversion. Why am I clipping through... Why am I clipping through the damn platform? Apparently, while I had jump active, I was clipping through the platform. That was freaking weird. Very wonky jumping here. Where the fuck am I going? I don't know. I would have loved to have got that energy restored if it weren't for the fact that I'd have to pick up the health drop to get it. I literally mean health drop. You traitor, you shall die here. Oh, it's just you. Fuck you, Badger. I've had enough badgers to last me a lifetime. Oh look, the ever-threatening second system. Whatever shall we do? Poke. With that, I think I finally run out of things to say about Strider. Oh, god damn it. Now let's see, I'm trying to remember where to go from here. Bitch. No, oh, good. You know what? Let's ride it. Let's see what ground does. Okay, it is a screen clear and it's glitchy as hell. And I just used up all my freaking points to figure that out. Alright, let's try Spark Ball. You'll never escape Eurasia alive. Just a more powerful spark, I guess. Okay, well, what I will do... I'm going to use a higher power medical. There we go, I'm feeling a lot better. And we solved the mystery what the hell those two things do. Yes, I know he is there. Already did it. Shut up. Damn it! I don't want to join your club. Take me off your list. Epilepsy! Oh, god damn it. I can't get in there and turn it off. Hear you. Welcome to our red dragon. We'll dance on your grave. Ooh. I always thought that was pretty intense for a NES game. And more epilepsy, because why not? Let me take the fucking... Thank you. Again? Fucking badger. I'm being badgered. You know, part of me wonders, I wonder something. I want to try something, and I especially want to do that battle over, because I could have done that better. I think. No, it doesn't really work. No, jump into him. Slide under him. There we go. One little piddly HP back. Oh, fuck. Okay, I wasn't expecting you. And this is kind of pesky because I've got even less room to avoid him here. I'm so close to being able to just bow out of the room. If that screen was a little further over to the left, I could just, you know... Okay, as you can see, no good can come of hitting him while he's spinning. I wanted to see if I could plasma arrow him. No good. People are trying to kill me. Yeah, this is one of the annoying things about Strider. Unless you've got this game memorized, you have no idea where the enemies are going to come from, as far as where they're just going to pop up on the damn screen. You made it here, you. I'll turn you into the rust of my cipher. I have no idea if this is something from the anime, or not the anime, the manga, that he said, or if this is just some strange translation. I don't know if blood on a blade rusts. But in any case, Matic is kind of annoying, but... Yeah, here's the thing. If you do this and just charge this up, as long as you hold it straight up, he will just stand right in front of you until the heat death of the universe. And then you can hit him with a plasma charge, and hit him while he backs up to retrieve his cipher. The other version of this technique involves shooting him with a fire, which will knock the cipher out of his hand, and then coming in and doing rapid slashes to him while he jumps back like that. I find the hold-up method a lot easier. The other thing to note, if Matic hits you, pretty much the main thing he does is contact damage, and he hurts a lot. He will also, anytime he hits you, knock your cipher out of your hands. Which means you'll have to retrieve it, and he will happily take all the chances he has while you are doing that to stick you and slash you. But yeah, after all that, it's kind of interesting making Matic a joke like that. And scientist, be careful, you Decerol's behind it. Again, bad translation of Yggdrasil, or however the hell it's pronounced. But yes, this is the final objective, the final tree, and it operates a little differently from the other ones, but not so much that it's any real more of an issue. This is all it does. those little gel cap things, you can't do anything about. You just have to kind of dodge around them. And bam. We have strode through the game. No box. Next to Hiryu, Zane the Devil's weapon has been destroyed. Although the chief asked Hiryu to return to the group, he quietly turned it down and started to walk. The chief again, Kuramoto, who was the old man in Japan. At this point, the Striders have been fairly well decimated, and Hiryu returns to his self-imposed exile. Very weird music at the end there. And he appears to be on a treadmill. And he looks up at the sky and sheathes his cipher and continues walking. Sad Mega Man walk intensifies. Well, it is Capcom. Doesn't have the different seasons. And glitchy cipher. That thing still looks so badass. And it only got cooler as time went on. And tilted credits. Advice. Advice, buy a level. All. Everybody gave advice. Everyone had input on this. It was a kitchen full of cooks. Vampire M. I have no idea who these people actually are. As usual, back in the day, they had people giving anonymous or pseudonyms for their names in order to prevent them from being poached by other companies. One thing, though, with the manga and their deal with Moto Kakaku, Moto Kakaku was actually credited usually in special thanks on everything Capcom did that involved one of their works. I don't remember seeing a credit for them here, though. Oh, one other thing, too. The manga came out in Japan. The game never actually came out in Japan. It was pushed back a year to 1989, same year as the other two released, but then it was canceled. So there was a preparatory manga, and then no game in Japan for it. But like I said, I do plan to read the manga at some point. Like I said, it's not too difficult to find online. The prequel, though, is something we'll have to see. Oh, Sheena, we miss you. Oh, Kane, blowing up the helicopter from Bloody Wolf. We miss you. Oh, Hiryu. You really do look better with that thing on. Yeah, just saying, dude. So, as we look at the stars, and somewhere back there, Mega Man credits are rolling. I want to thank you all for joining me on this voyage. And always remember, only leave your cipher and boots behind if you think someone else can use them. It's like a assassin's version of Goodwill. So take care. Until we game again. Cut. Okay. So yeah, I'm starting to feel the sleepiness and the fatigue of the day kick in. So I think I've about hit my stride. So I think I'm probably just going to go ahead and wrap early. let's see. The Twitch switch over is still in the works. I'm going to work on that this week. I got tomorrow is going to primarily be spent posting up stuff on my eBay for sale, and hopefully finally getting the 3D printer back up and running. But my current goal, I want to try to do the soft launch very soon. I'm thinking Sunday, maybe. So I'll get in touch with folks about that. But in the meantime, I want to thank all of my Patreon supporters: Mike Panza, Viceroy Scorn, Rick in Baltimore, and welcome back to the Leaders of the Pack tier, by the way. Thank you. Diode, Jumpy Cat, the post-production contributions of Matthew Carr Anderson, and, of course, never to be forgotten, all of my wonderful Lycanthro fans, far and wide. So I do apologize for the short stream tonight. I'm glad I was able to get a stream in and all. It was touch and go for a while today, but better something than nothing, right? So I will hopefully get things ready for the Twitch test in the next few days, and I will be in touch. For the folks who volunteered to help me with that, thank you. So in the meantime, I want to thank everybody who is here. Fairtravian, Joseph Wisner, Misfit Kitten, Chris Matthews, Scorn, Rick in Baltimore, Gilgamesh, and everyone watching. Thank you very much for all of the wonderfulness, and have a great night, whatever you're doing, and take care. Until we game again.